Hey guys, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little dupe video. I'm going to be comparing the Beautyblender to the Flower Beauty 3-in-1 blending sponge. I've been hearing so many good things about this Flower Beauty sponge and I wanted to put it to the test and see how it compared to the Beautyblender. So I'm going to be doing the Beautyblender on one side of my face and the Flower Beauty sponge on one side of my face. So if you guys think that you can tell which is the Beautyblender side and which is the Flower Beauty side, comment down below. Here's how we're looking. Or do you think they just look exactly the same and you can't tell? Let me know, comment down below. And if you guys are curious to see how these two perform, if they're very similar, if they're not similar at all, and just my general thoughts on how they work, then just keep on watching. I'm going to show you guys right now. Alright guys, so let's get on into the comparison. I'm going to be doing the Flower Beauty sponge on the right side of my face, and I'm going to be doing the Beautyblender on the left side of my face. So this sponge feels pretty soft, and I wanted to show you guys what it looked like before I wet it so you can get an idea of the size. So this is what it looks like before I wet it. So you can see it has a precision tip right here, which is supposed to be good for under the eyes, and then this flat side here for like blending out your contour, and then the bottom is supposed to be for buffing out your foundation. So it already feels pretty soft. And so I actually bought the Flower Beauty sponge from the Flower Beauty website. It was, I believe, $13 with the 10% off code. So not too bad, but it is cheaper on Walmart's website. If you're gonna get it online, I recommend getting it on Walmart's website. It's $9, but right when I went to go buy it on Walmart's website, it sold out. And it sold out in the store that carries Flower Beauty around me, and it's like a half hour away. So I just decided to get it on the website. I will link it down below for you guys if you want to check it out too. So my foundation today that I'm going to use is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and I'm going to be using Soft Beige. I really love this foundation. It grew on me a lot. This is like something that I didn't love at first, but now I use it a lot. I really love the coverage. I'm going to do the Beautyblender side first because we all pretty much know how the Beautyblender is. Okay, let's go ahead and start applying with the Beautyblender on the left side. And I just think the Beautyblender does such a flawless job, and it's really amazing to me that no one has been able to figure out the technology. And when I say technology, I mean like the foam of the Beautyblender. Like I really truly think it is like a patented, like no one knows. It is truly like a secret that you cannot copy. So I think that's why it's so special. Actually, if you guys don't know, Beautyblender was created by a celebrity makeup artist named Ryan Silva. So she was looking for a way after like HDTV came out to make everyone's skin look really flawless, because you know before that, you know, people hadn't been able to see the skin so clearly because there was no HD. So she came up with the Beautyblender to provide a flawless finish to the skin to solve that, you know, kind of like gap in the marketplace. And I always thought that was so cool, like how something inspired her to create the Beautyblender. And I just think it's really awesome that a celebrity makeup artist was able to create such a successful product, because it was a challenge that she was having. So I love that. So of course the Beautyblender applied that beautifully, no streaks. It just really blended it out and sunk the foundation nicely into the skin. It does absorb a little bit of product, but I think that's pretty expected. So I honestly really love the way the Beautyblender side came out. I feel like my skin looks just so blended and it looks natural, but I still have a really nice amount of coverage. Got the Flower Beauty sponge, so I just put some more product on my little mixing board here, and I'm gonna dip in the bottom side. Ooh, this is really soft. Honestly, it's just as soft as the Beautyblender on the face. Has a very similar feel to it. So what I like about this is how big the surface area on the bottom of this is. I feel like it covers a lot of my face at once. And I think this is blending out just as nice as the Beautyblender side. Finish is honestly so close. It's crazy. It blended out my foundation in the same amount of time. I think, you know, as far as absorbing product goes, I think it's about the same right here on both the sponges. It actually just feels like the same exact foam as the Beauty Blender, which is kind of unheard of. On all these sponges, like I was saying before, nothing comes close to the foam of the Beauty Blender. It's just different. That's the only way I can explain it. It's just a different kind of foam. I do feel like I have to pick up a little bit more product with the Flower Beauty sponge, so maybe it's absorbing a little bit more than the Beauty Blender, like drinking up the foundation a little bit more. So I just finished my foundation and I feel like both sides look exactly the same and they felt exactly the same, both the sponges, like literally, that's crazy. So the Flower Beauty sponge did an amazing job applying my foundation, so I really think it is like almost an exact dupe for the Beauty Blender, which is awesome because if you get it from Walmart, then you're saving almost like 10 bucks because the Beauty Blender is $20. So I also want to blend out some cream contour because I want to see how they perform with contour. So let's go and do that. For my contour stick, I'm going to be using the Jordana Sculpt and Go in 02 medium. I'm just gonna along my jaw, forehead. Let's do the Beauty Blender side. And it blends out so easily. It's crazy. Literally just like melt it into the skin. Let's try the flat side on the Flower Beauty sponge because it's supposed to be for contouring. So that blended out really nicely. It's a little bit small, the contour blending sponge, but it still works really nice, and I think it blended out just as easily and flawlessly as the Beauty Blender sponge. Like literally same amount of time to blend. Alright guys, I'm back. I finished up the rest of my face. If you're curious what I'm wearing on my cheeks, I'm wearing the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean blush in Caribbean. And on my lips, I am wearing Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in Androgyny. Final thoughts on the Beauty Blender versus the Flower Beauty 3-in-1 blending sponge is that I think the Flower Beauty sponge is absolutely amazing, and I think it is the best dupe I have tried so far for the Beauty Blender. It has the same amount of squishiness and softness to it that I love in the Beauty Blender, so it's the same thing, and honestly the foam seems so similar to the Beauty Blender, and I'm telling you, it is so hard to find something similar to the Beauty Blender's foam because usually these sponge dupes are like very dense or they just drink up too much product and it just doesn't feel the same. But this one actually feels and looks the same, and it performs exactly the same on the skin. Like honestly, I feel like it worked just as well as the Beauty Blender did. So I'm really impressed with it. Highly recommend you guys try it out. The only con is that blending under the eyes is a little bit more difficult just because the top of it is so puffy and big, whereas with the Beauty Blender it's more pointed, so it's easier to get underneath the eye. So that's my one con right there, but besides that, the sponge is perfect. I love it. Definitely gonna buy another one if this one gets, you know, bad or it tears. But that's another thing I love, is that it did not tear, because a lot of these sponges tear really easily, but this one, even though it's soft, it seems really nice and like it's not gonna tear, which I love. Okay, you guys, that is my final thought. Alright, you guys, so that is my dupe video on the Beauty Blender versus the Flower Beauty sponge. Obviously, you could tell that I'm such a big fan of the Flower Beauty sponge. I love it. This is like one of the best dupes ever. I'm so happy with it. And if you guys enjoyed this dupe video, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out so much when you guys do that. And if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, it'll be the first thing down in the description box. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified every single time that I upload, because YouTube is doing really weird things and they're like unsubscribing people and it's just a mess. So make sure you do that, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!